will assume that you are currently storing your caravan outside. I know there are differing views on the use of covers. Some say they can cause more trouble than not having one. But in my experience, I have always covered my caravan with a cover specially developed for the purpose. The one I bought for our current caravan is a 4-layer breathable cover, the Riviera Caravan Cozy Deluxe, and was delivered in a sturdy box by next day courier from the Riversway Leisure Group for just over £100. I managed to get mine on by myself, but being a 22-footer, I think that next time I'll get some help, as it was a bit harder than I thought it would be. This particular one came with a free hitch cover, fixing straps, a 2-year guarantee and a claimed 100% waterproof roof. This is important as a non-waterproof roof will eventually allow water to get through, and water will then be trapped between the cover and the caravan. These sides being breathable will repel any water but still allow the air to circulate freely under the cover, and this in turn will prevent mould and dampness within the caravan. Going inside, the next thing to consider is the removal of all the soft furnishings, and all cupboards and locker doors should then be left open. If removing and storing the soft furnishings at home is not possible, then make sure you at least pull them away from the outer walls to prevent any build-up of moisture. Any liquids and food, especially in the fridge, should be removed, and this should be thoroughly cleaned, again leaving the door ajar to allow the air to fully circulate to prevent mould growth. I know some people have said that they have had spots of mould on the curtains, but I've never experienced this in 20 years plus, even on an American RV that had a severe leak one year. So I've always left these in place, just making sure that they're not in contact with any of the window surfaces. In my mind, dampness and condensation are two different things. Dampness is usually caused by water entering the caravan from any of the external joins or sills, and really should be dealt by your local dealer, who will have specialist dampness equipment to test for any ingress of water. Condensation, on the other hand, can be and should be controlled by the use of some simple preventative measures and some basic non-mechanical ways of removing the moisture from the air. Although I don't have any experience of battery or mains operated dehumidifiers, one of our members is currently testing them and hopefully will report back his findings in the very near future. Some people turn on the electric heater for short bursts. This is obviously only possible if you have access to a 230 supply, but I've never myself needed to do this, so I'll leave this one up to you. Cheaper alternatives are some kind of water moisture trap. These have either a solid block or crystals that require changing at least once per season and will collect water in the lower container. This will require emptying on a regular basis, and on average I would say about every 6 weeks. Now for the most frugal amongst us, just use plain old salt, which is cheap and plentiful. Placed in bowls all around the caravan will have the same effect of absorbing moisture from the air, creating a solid block of salt, and even water laying on top in the bowl itself. It works, it's cheap, and the salt can be left to dry in the warmth of your home and used over and over again. The bottom line with condensation is to make sure you limit the amount of moisture in the air before storing your caravan. Try not to boil any water just before storing. Make sure the sinks, shower and toilet are fully drained and wiped dry. And by doing this, there should be no reason to ever suffer with excess dampness or condensation. If you